Hello everyone, it's Didi here, and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at, crap, I don't have the instruction book in front of me again. My bad. This is the first set I'm making a video about with the new Lightbox, as you can tell by the glue you can see back there. I did forget to grab a sheet of poster paper to put there to remove that. Also, for some reason, the table itself is a little like the table's missing part of a leg, so I'm gonna fix that. But even if I do that, like I'm moving it right now, the camera is at a little bit of an angle, and the only way to fix it would be to slightly erase it, like right about here. So I can't really do anything about that right now, but I'm gonna try and figure out a way to do that. But it won't really matter because once the paper's on, you won't be able to tell that the glue is kind of like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so also I'd like to apologize in advance if you hear my fan in the background. I have to keep that going because one, it muffles my voice for people in the hallway and in other rooms. Two, it's hot in here, believe it or not. It is winter. We just got a winter storm, so it is like very cold outside, but the heaters on inside are on so high to keep everything warm. So I've got a fan blowing not directly at me, but in the room to keep it moderately cold. So if you hear that, my apologies. But anyways, so yeah, this is Lego set number blah 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 with blah 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 many pieces. I know it costs $39.99 USD, and I got it at Target. Main reason, this guy. I have never had Mace Windu ever until now. Being personally, I don't like this set. You'll hear why later in the video, but the figures are great. This is a great figure selection. Now, granted, I've never watched the Clone Wars series, so if these guys are in it, I don't know who they are. I know the box says who they are. Granted, I might still have the box in my recycling bin, so, I'm going to grab that real quick. Good news, I found the box. The Lego set is number 75342. Called the Republic Fighter Tank, comes with 262 pieces, and then Mace Windu, of course, a 187th Legion Clone Commander, 187th Legion Clone Trooper, and then of course 2 battle droids. The main reason this set is $40, you get 6 minifigures, so that's why. But again, I don't like it. I don't like the build. I like the figures. I don't like the build. But we're gonna, sorry if you hear my creaky chair, I'm using my, well, the school calls it an anti-offing yourself chair, but they have been proven wrong this semester, unfortunately. But I don't want to get into that. But I don't like it, so apologies if you hear the chair, but we're gonna look at, honestly, you know what? Why don't we get the garbage part out of the way and save the figures for last this time, because usually I do the figures first, so I'm going to just go ahead and slide these guys out of here because I have so much more room now. I have room to clap now, guys. Like, I can literally go everywhere. It's amazing. Okay, so for starters, it is on 4 tiny wheels, so it does move, or sort of like in the movies it hovers. So it can turn 360 degrees, which is nice. There are an unbearable amount of stickers. Now, there's a sticker here, 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 here. These ones, not too hard. Not too hard. There's a sticker here, 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 and here. Here, and here. These ones were a pain. This one, okay. This one and this one are both crooked, which freaking sucks. Let me just edit the exposure there. There we go. But, like, look at it. It's so flat right here, and then it's all blocky right here in the back. I don't like it. Now, I haven't seen these from the show. This build just, ugh, to me. I don't like it. Now, what's weird to me is that it does open up right here, and there's like a little room for a seat. I'm unaware of what that's for. What I like to do is put Mace Windu in there and then cover it up. So, like, say, for example, the clone troopers are rolling in, they need backup. Boom! Mace Windu comes flying out, and he just says, "What's up, motherfucker?" Oh my god. But, and then you got the guns here, which can move almost 360 degrees. They would if these weren't in the way, but we all know how these work. You just push them back. they shoot out. In this case, they're red, so like lasers. And then you have these, which I always like when Lego makes sort of smaller guns like this, because you can tell they're actually supposed to be a gun. I'm going to keep these out so they don't accidentally shoot. God, I'm already loving just having so much more room. There's a new, I've never seen this piece, and I've never seen this piece before. This is all one piece right here, which I think is pretty cool to get, for me at least, to get some new pieces in here. Especially these. These aren't new. These are fencing swords, which came in one set that I can remember, or I think two. There was a minifigure in a minifigure series, and then there was a set in Monster Fighters where he had the sword. But this one comes with two. Now these ones aren't one color. They are actually, they have a bit of like, the paint is kind of swirled, if you can tell, or paint, whatever it's called. The back does open up here, which I mean, I don't like how this looks. That's pretty basic, but that's okay. I like the minifigures use piece in there, but like, what is going to go in here? Why is there an opening in the front and back? I do not understand. Unless this is supposed to be the cockpit, I don't know, but it doesn't look like it, because this, which also does open up, but this is kind of a cool piece, this rounded piece. This is the cockpit. There's actually a printed tile in there. And now, look, this is my least favorite part about the set, okay? I'm going to use the Clone Commander for an example. So, you know, you'd think he could sit down in there, right? And, you know, take control. Oh, I put him in there wrong. You think he could, you know, sit down and operate the computer, right? Wrong. It will not close if you sit them down. It is meant for standing only, which is so dumb, in my opinion. So, if you go like this... Well, actually, no. If you go like this, you know, he can have his freaking sniper blaster out while he's driving it. But, like, I wanted to be able to sit him down in there and close it and then have it be able to open up and then he stands up. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of ruins the fun for me. I do like the use of these gold bar pieces in white. And obviously these pieces are becoming more common. Nice to get some of those triangle tile pieces. I know I can tell there's green on the stickers, but just these green things are just throwing me off there. Oh, there's a sticker there. I don't know if I pointed that out. I think I did. It's just... Also, there's a lot of open space. Like, okay, like these right here where the wheels are, the amount of times this has come off when I was building it and then afterwards was way too many. I also want to address, I like the technique they went for this lid to open. It is actually that new hilt piece from Monkey Kid with two of these, like, they're a 1x1 stud, which is a little axle, like, erected out of it. And it just connects like that on there. Almost broke this whole thing. Like, this whole thing's kind of just weakly and poorly built. And I don't like it. I do not like it at all. It genuinely disappointed me. The only cool thing about it, in my opinion, is the frickin' missiles. But what also doesn't make sense to me is it is themed red, dark red, white, and green, which I do believe are the Republic colors. However, why do those colors when the troopers are purple? Now, I also don't know if purple troopers even actually exist or if they were just made to go along with Mace Windu, and if they do exist, maybe they only work with Mace Windu, and if so, that's kind of funny. But that's it for this absolutely horrendous build. Let's save the best for last and take a look at these minifigures. Alright, so the first minifigure we have here is, of course, probably the main reason a lot of people are buying this set, Mace Windu, which I was blown away with how incredible how much incredible detail there is. So, of course, you get leg printing, torso print, front and back, looks like Jedi robes, and then you get freaking arm printing. Now, it is not dual molded, it just has tan on the top and then white on the, I believe his cuffs, and he's got the Rebel logo right there. He's got black hands. Of course, he looks like he's doing a little scream or something, but it looks like Samuel Jackson. It really does. And then, of course, his infamous purple lightsaber. Which is my first time getting one and is the main reason I bought this set. And then I also looked at everything else and was like, I know I could save money if I just ordered one, but like, where's the fun in that? I've never had Mace Windu. He looks great, and the troopers look great too. Now these are these new kinds of lightsabers from recent years where they're actually a bit frosted and they're not completely transparent. That way, A, they don't have air bubbles, which I absolutely hate, and they're not completely transparent, which I kind of like these new ones. I mean, and I think it's the perfect color. Now, it's really funny. I don't know if any of you guys saw my meme I posted on Instagram of Thanos with the purple lightsaber, blue lightsaber, green lightsaber, red lightsaber, and yellow lightsaber, and it said 1 to go. Because believe it or not, there actually is a piece like this in transparent orange, and I shall collect all of the Infinity Sabers. And probably make some funny skit about it. I mean, hey, because now that I've got a bigger light box, stop motions might come back. Not sure. I knew for sure I was not going to be able to do one with that tiny little thing I had. Excuse me. But anyways, that's it for this figure. But let's move on to the troopers. Okay, I believe this one is the 187th, right? Yep. Legion Clone Commander. So I didn't realize, but this guy's actually higher up than the other two. Love his blaster. I like it when they use a candlestick piece as a suppressor. At least I call it a suppressor on weapons. So it's like a sniper. And this is obviously an updated version of this piece because if you look closely, there's actually 2 circles, like open circles right there, which is a little bit weird, but it is what it is. Phenomenal leg printing. Phenomenal torso print. Phenomenal torso printing. Just the white and purple is a good mix. Again, I am unaware. Are these actual troopers? Did Lego come up with them? And if they only work with Mace Windu, that is hilarious. Brand new helmet mold as far as I know, and then underneath they give us the nice looking heads, the one that actually looks like Temuera Morrison, and I very much respect Lego for doing that from now on. That's also another reason why this set's probably $40, is because of the reuse of the same head and just the amount of detail that goes into it. Here's the 187th Legion Clone Trooper. You do get 2 of these in this set. They're exactly the same, so I will only talk about one. Gets a regular blaster here, you know. I'm not going to lie, though. I do miss when the blasters were just a megaphone and a red stud. Miss those days, the good old days. But obviously, you cannot go wrong with this. This is also a classic, too. The legs are very similar to this one, other than this one has purple toe printing, purple on the shins. That is a little bit different from that one. And this one has like a sand blue lines on it. Same on the helmet on the top and bottom. Bit of gray on the other sides of the helmet. Same head underneath, like I said before. Phenomenal torso printing on the front and back. Got like a purple belt. I love this so much. I don't know if I'm going to come up with a use for these other than these troopers, but if I stumble upon some character from fiction that has white and purple as their main colors, I know just the parts to use. And then, of course, you get a battle droid. You actually get 2 of them, and I'll use this one to demonstrate one of their great features. And what I love about this figure is they have never been changed at all. They have been the same since they were first released because they are just perfection. So what you can do is, for example, if you take the gun out and you move his, you can bend his head down into his torso and then go like this. And then if you wanted to, you could attach something to the back and have them hang like they usually do. And then they drop down, I believe they drop down unless they roll. But I know the Droidekas are the ones that roll. Droideka Destroyer, I think they're called Droideka Destroyers or something, but I know they were called Droidekas at one point. Anyways, and they come with the same blaster as the troopers, but in dark gunmetal gray. Why am I talking about that one? He's right here. They come in dark gunmetal gray, which is a nice color for them, but very uncommon, so I like that. Gives it a bit of a variety. Yeah, very simple. Everybody knows what these are. You know, I love the head mold with the 2 little dots in there for the eyes. Again, just absolute perfection and does not need to be changed at all whatsoever. Well, that's it for the minifigures. Just, you know, a quick recap. I do not like the build. Love the figures, as you heard me ranting about them. Again, I've never seen this in a Star Wars movie or show. If it's in Clone Wars, that's why, is because I haven't watched Clone Wars. Eventually I will. Just don't really have enough time. Plus, I'm already still watching Supernatural. I'm only in season 7, episode like 5 or 6 out of 15. So, gotta catch up on that first. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on this set? And did you have a Mace Windu figure at all growing up? Hit the subscribe button, turn notification for every time I post a video. Peace out, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.